Can McCaffrey do it again? It's a cover.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. Watch the curves. 6, gotta go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second and very short, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. It hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Bridgewater. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go kill. Go out. Shoot.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Rock it.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Allen being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 31, Bridgewater. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
90 wolf. Right 3. 2-8-3. Jump.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
70, Indy. 5.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
McCaffrey following the penalty. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go. Do it. Check out the reads.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Ready, set.
59. Mine's 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Yep. Mike, check, 59.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Tight dog.
To the air, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They go play action. Bridgewater gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll run. This is Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
You draw corner. Hey! Check 13. Ready?
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47th. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 5 now. Allen. His throw incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a first down carry, it's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. 36. Slant.
On first down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Allen. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And we've hit. At the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 43. Kill.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down the middle. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Set, go. 59. Mike, 59. Hey, set, go. Let's get in there now.
Now Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
That's what I do.
Check. Lucky.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Flushed out right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. So we have the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll run it with Scarlett, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. On 2nd and 7, Allen, he's going to look deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We got 4.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. first down throw for Bridgewater. Complete. Smith has it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To the air again with Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
60 outlaws.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check it out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Scarlett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want great tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Allen. Got a man open. It's Ross.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
A busy night continues for Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Kamara. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. He gets it to Brown, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Bridgewater to throw it. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is and nothing but daylight ahead. 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. It's Hill, complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. From the 27, Bridgewater, the tight end Rhett Ellison with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Well, this is caught by Williams. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Saints have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now the Panthers down by 7, and time a huge factor. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2 before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. He's going to look deep for more, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And here's Allen, going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And an alley to run. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts. They want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
On the ground, this is Kamara. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And Lobo. Man, I got you. Check 3, check 3.
Allen to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Allen now looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.